Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. I'm Mark Goldbridge and welcome to the World Cup qualifiers night. This international break, we've got Italy just kicked off against Northern Ireland. Ireland are playing against Czech Republic. Wales play Bosnia. And we've also got an international friendly as well. Brazil against France, which is on tonight as well. So we can tune in for that as well. Lots going on. And we'll keep you up to date with it because as we move towards the World Cup, which is obviously going to be very, very exciting. Brazil-France is on ITV4 if you're interested in watching that as well. So lots to get into in the show tonight. What's your opinion on Potter for Sweden? My opinion on Potter is that, he's got a chance of doing it. Turkey are already through to their final. They're not through to the World Cup. Remember all the games tonight. Turkey, Romania, Czech Republic, Republic of Ireland, Denmark, North Macedonia, Italy, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Poland, Albania, Slovakia, Kosovo, and Ukraine, Sweden, and Wales, Bosnia. One leg, whoever wins goes through to a game on Tuesday. And then the winner of that goes to the World Cup. So Turkey are through. They beat Romania 1-0. Kadioglu with the goal there, assisted by Galer. So Romania out, Turkey through. And then there's another 7 games going on tonight. So we'll keep you updated with all of those. Just in regards to the Italy game, which I have on at the moment, their lineup is Donnarumma, Mancini, Bastoni, Calafiore, Politano, Barella, Locatelli, Tonali, DeMarco, Keane, and Retue. Anyway, hope you're all doing very well. Sorry, I just lost my live chat there. Have you seen the new Harry Potter trailer? Yes. Look, welcome to 2026. Some people love all that, don't they? But yeah, basically, look, I watched the battle for about 1066, the Battle of Hastings, a couple of months ago, and the people who were fighting, it just wasn't historically correct. So basically, it's the world we live in now. They don't do anything that's actually accurate to history or the books. They make it very 2026, is what I would say. And some people bloody love all that. Some people love all that. But that's what they do. It happens all the time. I don't think there's a problem saying you don't like it. But here's Moises Keane. Good defending by somebody who plays for Northern Ireland there. Who I must go through their team, actually, because Charles is in goal, not King Charles. Hume, Paddy McNair, centre-back for Northern Ireland. McConville, Spencer, Davini, Galbraith, Charles, Devlin, Price and Donnelly. If I said to you, not one of those players apart from Galbraith and McNair, and that's because of Man United connections, I don't really know any of these Northern Irish players. I think it's absolutely incredible that they're mixing it up against the likes of Tonali, Locatelli, Barella. It would be a bloody miracle if they got this result tonight, but fair play. Slovakia have scored as well, and a looping header there from, I think it was Locatelli, it was actually Tonali, who looped it back towards the goal, but just wide. Humes at Sunderland, says Harry. France game's at 8 o'clock. Yeah, we will be featuring the France game. We're just watching the first 15 minutes here. That will be the featured game, yeah. Let me just tweet this out. What's your thoughts on the international break, Mark? I mean, for me, it's busy. You know, got Baller League Monday, first win, get in. Again next Monday. And, you know, by the time you do that on a Monday and then you get back to do your other stuff, the week's flown by. But that's a lovely cross in. It's all Italy at the moment. I'll tell you what, what ground are we playing at here? I do think Italy will win this. I mean, as much as I think it would be great for Northern Ireland to do it, I do think that it'll be a very tough game for them. Yeah. Where to watch on Supersport? Look, I can give you a little bit of guidance. So, if you're in the UK, the way to watch these games, you've got Match of the Day, BBC Two, Wales, Bosnia. You've got BBC Three, Italy, Northern Ireland, which I'm watching at the moment, and then ITV4 is Brazil, France. So those three games you can get there. If you want to watch Ireland against Czech Republic, my understanding with that is that in the UK we can't get it. Sonali's just had a very good chance. We can't get it in the UK, but you can get it on Amazon Prime. I don't know whether you've got to pay for it though. Let me have a quick look for you. That don't impress me much. You can watch Pirates at the Mets. Yeah, pay-per-view £2.49. You can watch Czech Republic against Republic of Ireland on Amazon for £2.49. But we will be featuring Brazil, France. Let me just tell you the teams for Brazil against France, by the way, because you can probably see them going round your screen. Northern Ireland haven't really had much of an attack so far. Brazil, France, here we go. Edison, Wesley, Bremer, Pereira, Douglas Santos, Casemiro, Andre Santos, Rafinha, Martinelli, Cunha, and Vinicius Junior. It's very rare for a Man United fan to be able to watch Manchester United players playing international football, but it's a strong team for Brazil. Bench includes people like Endrick, João Pedro, Rayan, Fabinho. The French team is Maignan, Gusto, Canate, Upamecano, Hernandez, Rabiot, Tchouameni, Elise, Ekitike, Mbappe, and Dembele. So ridiculously strong teams. I think it's going to be fascinating. It's almost a warm-up for the World Cup. And the great thing is, it's actually being played in the Gillette Stadium in Boston as well. So I'm very excited about this. It's, obviously we've got World Cup qualifiers going on that we're going to keep you up to date with, but this game is going to be really exciting. Interesting how Ekitike is fit, isn't it? It's only, a few days since he had that dead leg. Come on, you boys in green, says Alan Noonan. Thank you very much for that. Brandon says, I can't wait for the upsets tonight. Well, it's another corner to Italy here. They're all over Northern Ireland at the moment. But they are defending well. The referee's given a free kick there. We've had a couple of goals. Sweden are 1-0 up in Ukraine. It's Gyökeres. Gyökeres. I'm Gyökeres. I'm Gyökeres. Gyökeres has scored. Sweden are away to Ukraine and they are winning 1-0 in Ukraine. So there we go. Actually, I presume it's not in Ukraine, actually. It's being played in neutral location in Valencia. So that probably makes it a little bit easier for Sweden, if we're being honest. Slovakia are winning 1-0 against Kosovo. Valgent has scored there. So a couple of goals in these World Cup qualifiers. Denmark, of course, playing North Macedonia. Very strong team for Denmark, including the likes of Rasmus, Damsgaard, Isaacson, Højbjerg, Hjulmland, Froholt. So look, they're a decent team, Denmark, and they would expect to be going to the World Cup. But we will get some shocks, as somebody quite rightly said. We'll definitely get some shocks. Northern Ireland missing Conor Bradley and Ballard, says Bobby. Yeah, they're big players to miss. Please, can you wish my dad, Andy, a happy birthday, says Macy. Happy birthday to Andy. Hope you have a great day. And hi, Mark. What do you think will be England's biggest challenge in the World Cup? I love the show. England are going to win the World Cup, Tyler. Yeah, England are going to win the World Cup. That's definitely going to happen. You know, some people disagree with me about that, but I'm absolutely convinced we will win the World Cup. Yeah. That don't impress me much. Right, I've got Brazil-France on here as well. Good cross in by Italia. Yeah, there's a lot of empty seats. I mean, I presume the time in Boston is... Yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Thursday, so it's not peak time, is it, for football? Are Italy in the World Cup? No, that's why they're playing a qualifier dead zone. Who do Italy or not? That's one thing I don't know. Who plays who? If Italy win, who do they play? Real Bonfire says the stadium is in Foxborough, you muppet. Yeah, you're talking like I know America. I mean, how can I be I don't know America, mate. They'll play Wales or Bosnia. Thank you very much. Froholt is an interesting player for United, says Jacob. And also we had another super chat from Polski. He says, hi Mark, thoughts on Anthony Taylor as a referee? He's officiating the Poland-Albania match. Best wishes and good luck to the Golden Dragons, says Polski. Thank you very much. I mean, look, most referees in the Premier League are shite, so yeah. Are you doing England Uruguay tomorrow? Yes. Yes. Who are we playing on Monday? I presume you're talking about the Gold Devils. One and only says DeMarco and Tonali looking good so far. We are playing N5, so Jens Lehmann's team. Yeah. Got a penalty check for Ireland. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Oh, I could watch Bolivia versus Suriname, which I'm not going to do. God, this is slow tonight. Shut up, I don't need to do that. Oh, God, what am I doing here? There we go. Leave it. Just don't mess around with it. Why don't you watch Wales, bro? We've got a penalty for Ireland. Penalty for Ireland. I'm paying the £2.50. I sod it. I'll pay the £2.50. Here we are. Watch live. Yeah. We've got a penalty for Ireland. He's not happy. He looks too old to be a coach. Who is that? He looks like he should be in Harry Potter. Right, we've got the Ireland, well, bonus content now. We've got Ireland as well. We've got Northern Ireland, Italy. We've got Ireland, Czech Republic, and we've got Brazil against France. Yeah, remember we are in America, so if it says 8 o'clock kickoff, that doesn't actually mean anything because, yeah, as anyone will say, they don't kick off on time. So if you're thinking about, never a penalty, says Jevra. Definitely a penalty, says Fennick. Have they got VAR? Please put the Ireland score up, says Rafa. Well, I'll tell you now, they're still doing the coin toss in Brazil against France. But this penalty is about to happen for the Irish Republic of Ireland. Actually, I'm just going to call them Ireland because I lived in Ireland. Northern Ireland and Ireland. Just for clarity, Ireland and Northern Ireland are two separate things. Ireland are playing Czech Republic. They're about to take a penalty. Northern Ireland are playing Italy. And here it goes. And it's a good penalty. And it's a goal for the Irish. They're 1-0 up here. Ireland lead 1-0. 1-0 to Ireland. And Irish eyes will be smiling in Dublin tonight and in other areas like Galway, Maynooth, Waterford, Wexford, Cork, Drogheda, Cork again, Sligo. I might move into areas now that I'm not 100% sure are in Ireland. But yes, they are leading 1-0 here. It's a big goal. It's a good penalty because the keeper goes the right way. They lead 1-0. Don't worry if you're Irish. We have got your game on as well now. We've got a three-way going on. We've got the Ireland Czech Republic game 1-0. We've got Northern Ireland, Italy, and we've got Brazil against France. We've got a three-way. Thoughts on the Community Shield being moved to Wales next season due to Wembley being double booked with a weekend concert happening on the same day, says Ross McRae Magician. Bloody typical. That's what I would say. Bloody typical. But Northern Ireland are doing quite well here as well. They're not losing, and that's the name of the game, isn't it? But we're up and running in the Brazil-France game. France have got a very, very strong side out, as you can see going around the screen at the moment. Let me just get the timer for you. They don't impress me much. I think it's going to be a busy one tonight. We are 52. That'll do. There we go. That's lovely. That's lovely. That's absolutely lovely. So Brazil-France is just a qualifier. It's not. No, Brazil-France is just a friendly. And my ITV has just completely frozen. Oh. What that? Why? You can't currently watch as there's an issue with your connection in the mini box. Are you having a laugh? Is he having a laugh? It was all right. Right, still got Ireland. Ireland are winning 1-0. That's annoying. It's doing it. It does it on purpose. Can I get Wales up? Oh, I mean, my whole bloody Sky thing's gone down. But it says it's got connection to Sky, Qbox, and network connection. Oh, this is subpar. Let me just see if there's something going on in the other room. Whole house is out. Ireland almost scored again. Wales so close. Good games today. Still only goals. Kosovo have equalised against Slovakia. Ireland are 2-0 up. Ireland are 2-0 up. What's going on? Oh, they'll be loving this. They'll be absolutely loving this. Ireland are 2-0 up against the Czech Republic. Massive scenes here. Absolutely massive scenes here. He's too old. Who's that coach for Czech Republic? He looks about, I'm not being horrible, he looks older than me. He looks 90. Parrot. Well, did it go over the line? Did it go over the line? It looks like it's an own goal. Oh, yeah. It's miles over the line. That's miles over the line. Look, you can tell. Well, it doesn't look, it doesn't, I don't know. Their coach is 74. Yeah, it's over the line, that. Over the line. Well, I need to look at this. I need to look at this Brazil, not Brazil. I need to look at this Ireland, Czech Republic lineup. So Czech Republic have got Kovar in goal, Schick, Kufel. Got some decent players. Ireland: Kelleher, O'Brien, Collins, O'Shea, Coleman, Malumbi, Taylor, Manning, Azaz, Ogbene, and Parrott. I mean, it's not the Irish, it's not the old Irish, you know, it's not, there's no Andy Townsend in there. But they want a penalty as well. He's not giving him a penalty. Oh, he has. Oh, that's soft as shit, that is. That is soft as... you want to see this? Absolutely incredible. Have they given it or not? That looks too soft for me. He has given it. Right, I've got it back. I've got the screen back now. That to concede a penalty like that so quickly after going 2-0 up is incredible. Got so much football on here at the moment. And he scored. It's 2-1. Oh God, this is very exciting. There's so much going on. It's a shame for Ireland though, because they were... Oh, they were 2-0 up as well, and they've gone and conceded very, very quickly. Nick P says, I'd love it if you spanked Jens Lehmann on Monday. He has that I've played the game and I know more than you arrogance. We'll see. Tune in on Monday. Thank you, Nick P, for your super chat. Well done on the win on Monday night. Only watched the Devils game and they were great. Yeah, we're second to last game on Monday, so we're kicking off at about 9:30 on Monday. Yeah, so well, tune in for that. Are you a big Brazilian fan, says user? I'm not. No, I wouldn't say I'm a massive Brazilian fan. France are on the attack here. Lovely ball in. It's not France, is it? That's Brazil. Because that's Vinicius Jr. was going to say, France are on the attack. They're not. Brazil are playing in blue, and France are playing in, like, a light blue. I mean, I don't know why Brazil aren't playing in yellow and France aren't playing in blue. Answers on a postcard for that. What do you think of Wales? I mean, I haven't looked at Wales. I have got the Wales game on at the moment, unintentionally. But the Welsh team is lining up with Darlow, Williams, Roden, Lawler, De Silva, Ampadu, Wilson, James, Johnson, James, Brooks. I mean, they've got some good players, Wales. Wilson, Ampadu, Johnson. Bosnia have got Dzeko and Demirovic. I tell you what, I think this referee's going to give about 20 penalties in this game, Czech Republic, Ireland. Can you do the Northern Ireland lineup, James? I have actually done the Northern Ireland lineup. You just weren't here when I did it. Still 0-0 with Italy there. Their lineups are as follows. You've got Charles, Devlin, Hume, McNair, McConville, Spencer, Davini, Charles, Galbraith, Price, and Donnelly. Italy are Donnarumma, Mancini, Bastoni, Calafiori, Politano, Barella, Locatelli, Tonali, DeMarco, Keane and Retue. Italy should be going to the World Cup, really. They've got some good players. I mean, it's not vintage Italy, which is why they're in the qualifiers, but it's a good Italian side. Thoughts? I've done that one from Ross. WrestleMania watch along. Wasn't planning on it, Simon. Salt Merchant says, surely they can't miss a third World Cup straight. Is it? Oh my God! Imagine that. Imagine that. Were they not in the last two World Cups? For a country that loves football as much as Italy, that would be incredible. It really would. Yeah. They've not been in a World Cup since 2014. Imagine that if you like English. And they did, and I tell you what, they did crap in the 2014 World Cup as well, because they were with us, weren't they? They were in our group and we both went home. Retue with a shot there, blocked by the Irish defence. God, it's mad here. I've got 3 screens. Red Nazis says, when I worked at a sports bar, the people that would come in to watch WrestleMania were all in much need of a shower. What channel is the game on? If you're in the UK, BBC 3 for Italy, Northern Ireland, BBC 2 for Wales, Bosnia, ITV4 for Brazil, France, friendly, and also, well, you've got to pay £2.50 on Amazon to get Ireland, Croatia, but it's a good game. Ireland are not playing Croatia. They're playing Czech Republic. I think if you live in Ireland, you can watch Ireland. Probably RTE or something like that. What's going on in the other qualifying games? So Turkey have already beaten Romania. They kicked off a little bit earlier. Ireland are obviously 2-1 against Czech Republic in Czech Republic. Denmark, North Macedonia, 0-0. Italy, Northern Ireland, 0-0. Poland, Albania, 0-0. Slovakia, Kosovo, 1-1. Ukraine, 0. Sweden, 1. Gyökeres. And Wales, Bosnia, 0-0. And it's 0-0 between Brazil and France at the moment. Nick P says, I've said it many times, it's now 2026 and live football from the US in the UK still looks like it has an Italia 90 filter on it. You're right, actually. They do look a little bit strange, don't they? I don't know what it is. You're right. Jake says, what do you think about there being American commentators at the World Cup? Also, what coloured socks are you wearing today? Black socks and well, there'll be American commentators for United for American sport, won't they? I don't know what's going on with this. It's pissing me off. It's gone off again now. What do you think about Sully Talks' Enrique update? I mean, I don't think he's got sources at United, so I very much doubt he's got sources at PSG. What I would say is it's probably just guesswork. And, you know, it may well be a good guess. I mean, do you want me to tell? I'll tell you what, I'll make up a story. Cole Palmer will not be leaving Chelsea this summer. Chelsea have said under no circumstances will he be leaving Chelsea, you know? And I've heard that from my imaginary phone. I know what's happened there. It's because I've bloody played Mario Kart. I've said it many times. I've done that. Thank you very much. Anyway, thanks everyone who's tuning in. Thanks for your super chats. You're very welcome. Let's have a look if we've had any other goals. No. The best game at the moment is the Ireland game. In Czech Republic, went 2-0 up. Maybe they got a bit of a soft penalty. But Czech Republic certainly got one. And it's made it 2-1. And it could be a longer night. Well, it'd be a great game if they can get through. When you're in Ireland, do you ever watch hurling or Gaelic football? Great watch for sure, and entirely amateur. No. They're just going to show the penalty again here. So that was the cross from Czech Republic. Oh, that was a penalty for Czech Republic. Sorry, I didn't see that angle. That definitely was a penalty for Czech Republic. He pulled his bloody shirt. I didn't see it from that. I saw it from behind. He pulled his shirt. That definitely was a penalty. Not going to lie. Yeah, he pulled his shirt. Yeah. They're not two-leggers, no, they're out. Basically, what's happening is there's 8 European World Cup qualifiers tonight. The winner of each qualifier plays in one of the 4 deciders next Tuesday night. And the winner of those 4 games goes to the World Cup. We are going to do England tomorrow, yeah. England-Uruguay. Funnily enough, England play Japan on Tuesday night at exactly the same time as the qualifiers, so that'll work quite well. Norway, the dark horse. I don't think people understand the World Cup, do they? There's no such thing as a dark horse, really. In the context of, to be a dark horse, you've sort of got to get to the semi-final. I think when you look at the 2002 World Cup, was it Turkey got to the semi-finals? I can't see. I don't think you're a dark horse just because you get to the quarterfinals. Are you going to do the Jamaican game later, Mark? Oh yeah, definitely staying up for that one. How are you feeling about England tomorrow? I'm feeling absolutely fine. It's just a friendly, isn't it? Italy looking horrible, says Nokes. Yeah, get your questions in, everybody. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, as always. Not a lot of goals, apart from in the Ireland game at the moment. Brazil and France is a good game, but it's definitely... A lot of people saying there's a lot of empty seats between Brazil and France. I think it looks quite full to me. As I said, it's... where's this game being played, Brazil-France? I thought it was being played in Boston. Foxborough. Is in Massachusetts. Which is... Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I said the game was in Boston, and some bloody Zoom in the chat was like, "It's in Foxborough, bro." Like I live in America. I've looked at the map, and although America is a big country, it's basically just outside Boston. So whoever that knobhead was, get some sleep. It's the Patriots' home stadium, apparently. Was 2002 the most bent World Cup ever, says Kenneth. I'll tell you what's... Oh, God, neither of them working now. I don't actually need it either. Biggest upset in World Cup history, says Simon. Don't know. I don't think I care enough either. I suppose when Cameroon beat Argentina on the opening game of the Italia 90, that was quite a big result. But did Saudi Arabia not beat Argentina at the start of the last World Cup as well? It's happened to them before. In fact, I think, no, they didn't win it in 1990. Do you think Rodri's going in the summer, says ZMP? I don't know. I'm getting asked questions I don't know the answers to here. Netherlands to win the World Cup. Why or why not, says Minty. I mean, their squad is slightly better than I thought it was. They're having a drinks break in the Brazil-France game at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's slightly better than I thought it would be. Got a goal for Albania against Poland. They're playing in Poland as well, so that's a bit of a shock there. Albania lead 1-0. Hoxha has scored. That might not be a bad thing because I always find Poland quite boring when they play in the World Cup. But there we go. United should also consider Barella and Bastoni, says Chris. I think the big problem with Italy is they can't put the bloody ball in the back of the net, can they? I think they struggle with that consistently. I really just hope that I mean, sometimes it can be the problem with international football. I remember saying this before. I really hope that we're not going to have that problem of yeah, you know, that problem. You know, I really hope we're not going to have that problem of low-scoring games in the World Cup because it can get quite boring when teams cancel each other out. Right pain on my knee. Not much of a bruise. Oh God. I've definitely whacked that. Ooh. Ireland are playing well, says Rob Always United. Yeah, we've got the Ireland Czech Republic game on. Still 2-1 there. They're about to hit half time. Brazil-France has only been playing for like 27 minutes, so that'll be quite nice because when it's half-time, we'll have the other games back on. Ireland are playing well, yes. That's not a drink break, it's warm-out. Sounds like it's prep for the World Cup advertising breaks. Yeah, get ready for that in the World Cup. We are going to get games that don't start on time. That's very common in American sports. And we will get a lot of breaks as well. Ben says, Wales are playing amazing. Who should be the second striker after Kane for England, says Alex. I don't know. I mean, for me, it should always be Ollie Watkins, but he hasn't had the best of seasons, has he? So it'll be a 4-quarter World Cup, says Ricardo. Danny Welbeck's not even been picked, Claire, which is a shame. Martinelli's just had a shit shot. To be fair, the Czech Republic coach does look a little bit shorter when he, a little bit younger when he stands up. When he looks angry, he doesn't. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner, if you're new to That's Football, get involved. You're very, very welcome. We are currently very close to 465,000. So we're about 20 subscribers away. So please do subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner, thank you very much. What do you think about international breaks in general? I mean, look, I've been quite busy because of there's been loads of stuff going on with United. And I've been looking forward to these qualifiers, but I mean, it's a part. It is a part of football, isn't it? You do have to acknowledge it is a part of football. I accept that, but I think it's a momentum killer at the start of the season. And the March international break, when there's a major tournament, is quite interesting because you get games like this. But I just want the Champions League to get back on. Half-time, Czech Republic 1, Republic of Ireland 2. So that is half-time there. Got a yellow card here in the Brazil-France game. Pereira's just been booked for Brazil. Half-time, Italy 0, Northern Ireland 0. Half-time, Denmark 0, North Macedonia 0. And half-time, Czech Republic 1, Ireland 2. And half-time, Ukraine 0, Sweden 1. Slovakia have gone back in front against Kosovo. It's 2-1 there. Albania are beating Poland. And Wales are 0-0 at half-time with Bosnia. So we've got some interesting second halves to come because remember, they can't end in a draw. There will be extra time and penalties. France just put a cross in there, but it's headed away. France are stacked, yeah. But good news for Liverpool. Ekatike went off very upset against Brighton less than a week ago and is here playing for France fully fit. Dead leg, you see. Hurts at the time. You could be there. Republic of Ireland. I call them Ireland, but on the website I'm using, which is Flash Score, they've got them down as... Oh, they've got them down as Ireland there as well. Yeah, apologies. I always use Ireland. I must have read it somewhere. Yeah, BBC. Czech Republic 0, Republic of Ireland 0. Cunha playing in a better position for Brazil than he does for Man United, more centrally. France have scored here. Lovely ball through the defence. Mbappe. Lovely finish by Mbappe. Absolute quality finish by Mbappe. And that's what France can do. A little cheeky chip. And it's 1-0. Quality action by a quality player. Brazil's defence just got caught there. Look at all the cameras living in the moment. Sad. Sad what society's become, isn't it, really? A player scores a goal and it's just a load of people with cameras going like this. Weird. What's happened to us all, eh? What has happened? Casemiro got robbed in the midfield. A lovely ball through to Mbappe and then a little dink over the advancing Edison. He took it really well. Took it really well. Almost like he's one of the world's best strikers, isn't it? Yeah. Very good finish. Wales are 0-0 at the moment, Ryan. Yeah, Casemiro did get caught in possession in the midfield there. But look, makes it a bit interesting. 1-0 to France. 32 minutes gone. When's Cooking with Goldbridge coming back? Not while I'm doing Baller League, because it takes up a lot of my time. Nick C says, awful society these days, ruined by technology. I just think it's weird that a player scores a goal and there's like 40 people in the crowd, not celebrating with him. They're all going like this. I just think there's something quite sickening about society in that. Why is the clock off? It seems to... Why? How has my clock got ahead? What time are you lot on for the Brazil game? Let me know in the chat. No, it's right. Yeah, it's right. I was a bit confused there. No, I've got that right. 33 and 35. Yeah. That Brazil away kit's nice. France are cooking here at the moment. Lovely little breakaway. Lovely play. A terrible finish. I think it was Hernandez. Yeah. Wales, we're waving goodbye to the World Cup. That's the reality, says Nobby. Who do Wales play if they beat Bosnia? Is it Turkey? Brazil versus France is on ITV4 in the UK. Italy. Wales play Italy if they get through. Oh. Who do Ireland get if they get through? Well, watching Northern Ireland, Italy in the first half, I think that there's a chance that Italy could, Wales could give Italy a game. Certainly. Denmark for Ireland, if they get through. They're not winning at the moment, are they? 0-0 with North Macedonia. Could be a shock. Could get a shock. Thanks for your super chats, by the way. I think I've caught up with those. Kenneth says, do you think the World Cup in 2002 was bent? I think that certain things did go on that were a little bit weird. Cunha's just had a shot from distance there. And it wasn't too far away. Cameron says, Wales would be at home against Italy and we rarely lose at home. Who scored for France? Mbappe. Mbappe. Jens Lehmann said you couldn't coach pigs, says Jack. No, he didn't. I'd have been told about that if he did. Mark, if Ireland hold on, will you do it for the final playoff on Tuesday? Yes, Gary, because it's the same time as England, so I'll just put them both on. What do you think of Saliba and Gabriel mysteriously pulling out of international duties after playing the Carabao Cup final? I'm not going to criticise that. I think it's a clever move. Sir Alex Ferguson used to do it a lot in the March international break. There was another shot there for Mbappe. Just put it wide. I think it's a clever move from. We used to do it all the time at United. It's a long season. You've got big games. And do your players need an international break? No. I mean, it's a risky move. It is a risky move because, you might be a player that needs to play international football. But if you're a first team player and you're good enough, it's not a bad idea to have a little rest, is it? Could you watch the Netherlands against Norway tomorrow with the I don't know. Well, the trouble is, Gears, I would happily have two screens on. I don't mind doing that. Yellow card for Casemiro here. He's very angry. He's a very angry Casemiro. He's getting very mad. He's furious. I think he wanted a corner. Dissent. He got a booking for dissent. Always wondered why we keep the other GB countries when they despise us. Disband the UK and establish militarised borders immediately. Come on, England, says Flora. I mean, not too hard line then. Omar says, do you know who will take Iran's place? I don't know. I mean, I suppose at the moment there's a chance that the World Cup might not even happen. talks are ongoing at the moment, aren't they? So hopefully they can sort it all out. Always wondered why we keep... I've done that one, thank you very much. The venues in Mexico will have to be moved as well, says Stuart. Why? What's going on? Brazil on the attack here. Vinny J with a bit of space. Foul on Ekatike. Get your questions in. Vinny has fallen off after he lost the Ballon d'Or, says Sid. Have you seen the speculation of Bruno possibly leaving in the summer? Slow sports news. That's Mohammed. Yeah, we all know Bruno might leave in the summer. We're all very hopeful he won't, but he might leave in the summer. Your clock's definitely wrong, Mark, says Spoot. It can't be wrong, mate. It's what we've got on ITV4. It's synced in exactly. So the game's being played in the United States. The game's on ITV4. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 10 seconds out or something like that. But I can't jump into the future. Have you had your Moscow Mule yet, says Jade. No, I haven't. No. Will Iran play World Cup, says Doctor Strange. I don't know. I don't really know. Daz says, have you seen that Salah's leaving Liverpool? What? When? I'd love it if I could get this TV back working. I mean, it's been working for months. And it would be great if it started working now. Italy haven't been to the World Cup since 2010. I wasn't really aware of that, says Kenneth. No wonder McTominay's a big star over there. Well, they definitely went to the World Cup in 2014. So you're not quite right on that one, because they definitely did go then. It would be big results if Albania won in Poland, says Noah. Do you think Ferrari this weekend with a lot of corners can challenge Mercedes? I would love to see a Lewis win this weekend, says Cubson. I haven't really watched it, mate. I probably will watch it this weekend because there's no football on, but I haven't really watched it for a long time. Do you think Luke Shaw would ever pull out of internationals, says ZM? No, not at the moment. He'd bloody love to play in the internationals. It's going to be half-time in the Brazil-France game in a minute, but all the qualifiers should be coming back on shortly. 6 a.m. for the F1. Definitely not watching that then. Do you really think there's a chance the World Cup will get called off, says Robbo96? I personally think that's for the best, but FIFA have got too much invested financially and politically to pull out regardless of danger to safety. No, they won't. They won't. You're absolutely spot on. They won't. Yeah, they won't. They won't call it off unless they absolutely have to. Cheese and onion crisps or roast chicken? Oh, definitely cheese and onion, Claire. I don't mind roast chicken crisps, and I don't mind roast beef or beef and onion, but they do repeat on me. Yeah. Thoughts on Troy Parrott joining United? Absolutely never going to happen, Stodge. Stop being a fantasist. This is international football. Right, Souček obviously plays. He's coming on. Half-time substitutions for Czech Republic. They have got some decent players. Yeah, I agree with Jay the Fisherman, though. One injury to Harry Kane and England are in trouble. I've got England winning it. Anthony Graves makes a great point. Why wasn't Souček starting in the first place? I think it's a very good point. I'm not sure. Hi, Mark. Thank you very much for that. Done that one. Congratulations on your first manager win, says Ninja. I know. I needed that. I did. I can relax a little bit now. Not. I mean, I want to win again and again and again and again. But you know, getting that first win out the way was a big feeling. Oh, we've got a Kosovo goal apparently. Yeah, that's not in a qualifier though. 2-2. Slovakia 2, Kosovo 2. It is a qualifier. You're right. And we're back up and running in the Ireland and Czech Republic game. Of course, if Ireland can hold on here, they'll go through potentially to play Denmark if they can beat North Macedonia. 3 minutes added on in the Brazil-France game. Italy looking crap, Marks, as Reece talks United. Yeah, but probably because they are. Probably because they are, you know? I mean, that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah, good goal by Mbappe. Brazil against France. I don't know. Reputation's a lot in football, isn't it? And I think that I don't think Brazil and Argentina's squads look anywhere near as good as Portugal, France, Germany, England. But I think a lot of people are expecting Brazil and Argentina to do really well. Few people disagreeing with me. I don't think they're that good. I think they're okay, but I don't think they're as. I mean, France has got the best squad, hasn't it? Portugal have got a great squad, but a crap manager. This is just one match knockouts, yes, Mr. Dingle. The winners of these games play in the final qualifier game on Tuesday. So if you lose, you're out. Turkey have knocked Romania out. It's harsh, really, isn't it? Because you go all the way to March thinking you've got a chance of going to the World Cup, but that's the way the qualifiers work. Italy's score is 0-0 at the moment. Lex. Yeah, we'll keep you updated with all of them, don't worry. Well, I can keep you updated. I would actually have another screen working if it hadn't decided to stop working. But we've got Brazil, France on, and I've got Ireland, Ireland, Czech Republic on at the moment. 2-1. Spain will be a big threat. They were brilliant in the Euros. Very technical players. I mean, it's not the same front three as last time, though, was it? I mean, it worked really well with Williams, Yamal and Morata. Jade says, Sky is reporting that Salah's going to leave Liverpool this summer. Do you think there is any truth to the rumours? Jade, I really hope you're taking the piss and being sarcastic there. Mr. Al Shamari, hope you're doing well. Says, imagine the World Cup group stage, USA, Iran, Russia, Iraq. Who do you think will go through, Mark? Says Mr. Al Shamari. I mean, you know what? We've got a goal for Denmark. We've got a goal for Denmark. It's 1-0 against North Macedonia. It's half-time between Brazil and France. But we do have a goal for Denmark. It is 1-0 and it is Damsgaard against North Macedonia. So Denmark would play the winner of Ireland, Czech Republic. So at the moment it would be Denmark, Ireland on Tuesday. I think that, would you rather Van Nistelrooy or David Villa, says Paolo. Van Nistelrooy for me, obviously as a Man United fan. I think that it is funny. It's not funny, obviously, but it is. Wales have got a goal as well. Wales have scored. Big goal for Wales. They're at home to Bosnia. And Wales have scored. It's 1-0 and it's Daniel James, who slips the ball past the goalkeeper. It's 1-0 to Wales against Bosnia. Of course, they will play at home against the winner of Italy against Northern Ireland. So at the moment, Wales have a great chance of going to the World Cup because the second game, if they beat Bosnia, will be at home as well. Sweden have just gone 2-0 up as well. They've got a great chance of going to the World Cup. They were 1-0 up at half-time. They're now 2-0 up. I don't know, by order of deduction, I don't know who Sweden would play in the final. I would presume it will be Poland, Albania, or Slovakia, Kosovo, with Turkey getting the others. Let me know who Sweden would get. But Sweden are 2-0 up. And it's Gyökeres again. Keller has just tipped one over the bar as Czech Republic are getting corners here. So a few interesting goals going in there. Of course, Graham Potter is the manager of Sweden. Sweden get Albania or Poland. At the moment, that would be Albania. So there's a good chance of Sweden going to the World Cup. I mean, Sweden's team, when you look at it. Let me just go through the Swedish team for you. I mean, look, I haven't really bothered with qualifier teams because we don't know whether they're going to be in it or not. But Sweden's lineup is Nordvelt, Lagerbälk, Hin, Lindelof, Johansson, Ayari of Brighton, Karlström, Gudmundsson, Alanga, Gyökeres, Nygren, and of course they have got Isak when he comes back. They've got Bergvall on their bench. They've got some interesting players. Given how good Italy were, it's a shame they fell off, says Wombat. And Hard Time says, why is there cooling breaks at 18 degrees? It's all about the money, money, money. They just want your money, money. That's what they want. They just want your money. SLA says, will Baller League be a one-off year, be a one-year thing for you? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's just... I basically got thrown in about a week and a half before it started, put a team together. It's been very, very busy. So I am enjoying it now, but it's very hectic. So I don't know. We'll see. I am enjoying it, so. Why don't you just show the match? It's on YouTube, says Stash. What match? Doctor Strange says, I think Sweden are going to win the whole thing because Gyökeres is on form. Oh, the cooling break is so that they can have adverts, isn't it? Jazzy says, my girlfriend makes me clean house in maid's dress. Help. Asma says, it would be hilarious if Italy don't qualify again. Well, they've just literally scored, mate. So you've just jinxed them there. Tonali has literally just scored for Italy. And that's probably going to be enough against the Northern Ireland team that has done so little so far. Italy lead 1-0. And they've struggled. They have struggled, Northern Ireland. Statistically, they've had 29% possession and 1 shot in the entirety of this game. So it's a big breakthrough for Italy and Northern Ireland. Yeah. Mr. Dingle says Tonali is dragging Italy to the World Cup single-handedly here. Can Ireland do it, though? They're conceding a lot of corners here. What's a good psychological thriller to watch tonight, says Hoptic. Psychological thriller. Don't watch Peaky Blinders. I really found that disappointing. My clock's still running. What's that? Seven's a good film, yeah. I'm feeling it here for Ireland. So as it stands at the moment, Turkey knocks Romania out. Ireland are 2-1 up against Czech Republic. Denmark are 1-0 up against North Macedonia. Italy are 1-0 up against Northern Ireland. Poland are losing to Albania 1-0. Slovakia are 2-2 with Kosovo. Ukraine are going out. Sweden are beating them 2-0. And Wales are 1-0 up against Bosnia. And in our featured game, which is a friendly, Brazil are losing 1-0 to France. It's going to take a very, very good rearguard action from Ireland to get this done tonight. Currently 2-1. Silly penalties, really, by both clubs has probably equalled it out. This is why I want Tonali at United over Anderson. He can pull out those types of goals like Casemiro. It's a good point. Very good point, King. Did you hear about Enrique and PSG's positive talks as 5-star? Only from a source that wouldn't know anything about PSG. You know, it's guesswork, isn't it? I mean, look, the chances are he is going to stay at PSG, isn't he? But I don't think until we get it from, you know, ultra credible sources, I'm not going to, you know, believe it yet. But look, a lot of people feel it's virtually impossible for Man United to get Enrique, but that's what they should be aiming for. Somebody just said there that India's gone into lockdown. It's not true. Tonali's goal was good. Have a feeling we won't get him. Can you predict what we will do realistically this summer? My nerves are getting done by the different transfer news. At the end, we will get shit, says Danny Drinkwater. Mate, I'd love to reassure you. But in reality, you know, it's very difficult for me to do that with United. I'm writing off Brazil for the World Cup, says Nick P. They're too reliant on Casemiro. Great if you want a vital headed goal. Crap if you want midfield control. Robert says, the Slow Sports News, Tonali scored. Thanks for your super chats. And this is why, thank you very much. Done that one as well. Thank you. Czech Republic are applying the pressure here. They're got to be a bit careful about giving a penalty away. They're giving away a lot of free kicks at the moment. Kosovo are leading 3-2 against Slovakia. 3-2 against Slovakia. Denmark have just whacked a couple in 2 minutes. It was 1-0 to Denmark against North Macedonia. It's now 3-0. Isaacson, same person, Isaacson, has scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. And it is 3-0 now to Denmark. So they're definitely going to be in the next game, which I believe I'm right in saying is potentially Ireland. Italy would play Wales as things stand. Wales, what a save, says Adami. I genuinely can't believe that Man United fans would turn their nose up in relation to Tonali. Jack says, happy 6 months of stand wiping. You look healthier. It's not been 6 months, surely. Feels like it's been 6 weeks. And sometimes I still forget. Darlow save of the season. Graham Potter is the Swedish boss. Yes, Alex James, yes. We're not kicked off in the second half yet for the Brazil-France game. Newcastle fans don't seem to rate him that highly. Oh yeah, you can understand that. Moving to Singapore next month. Going to miss so much of the World Cup because of time zones. It's very frustrating, says Jade. I've got internet problems tonight. Definitely. This one's gone down now. Surprised that one's not gone down. Ugh. Daniel Svensson says Sweden have also got Bergvall, Isak, Kulusevski and Rooney too. Yeah, but you won't have Kulusevski for the World Cup, will you? I don't think. Oh, good cross into the box. That would have been for Ireland. I can't believe that is connected to Sky and now this has decided not to work as well. It's almost like I've got an internet problem, but I can't imagine. Well, I wouldn't be streaming. Make any bloody sense. I can't watch Brazil-France at the moment, which is annoying. I've still got Ireland, Czech Republic on, but this is weird. How can you be streaming but then telling me I've got no internet on the internet? Oh, I don't know. We'll stick with this one. We've got another goal. Poland have equalised against Albania. It's 1-1 there. Remember, the winner of Poland-Albania, I think, is playing Sweden as things stand. Claire keeps asking me if the PM is going to survive the May elections. I couldn't give I nearly said the F word. I couldn't give a toss. Will you bench any Gold Devil that do long throws, says Zuta. You can't do throw-ins on Baller League, so that's not going to be a problem. Thank you very much for that. 5-star as well. Appreciate that. Isak will be fit for the World Cup, but I don't think that... what's his name will be. I know what's going on here. It's nothing to do with the connection at all. Ghost says, "Is it me or is Mark looking like he's been on the weights?" It's definitely you. Get yourself down to the get yourself down the old doctors, mate. How confident are you for your next match as Gold Devils manager? I think you got this. Substitution here for Ireland. Manning out and Taylor out. They're bringing a couple of players on with about, what we got, 20-something minutes to go. The interesting thing about our game on Monday is I know who we're playing the following Monday, and that's a very, very, very tough game. So we've got a bit of pressure on Monday, even though it's a bit like we've got a chance of winning on Monday, and I think we've sort of got to put a bit of pressure on ourselves to win, to keep those standards up, but knowing that the weekend after we've got a really big game where we'll probably be the underdogs. So could do with another win. Are you excited about England tomorrow? Says KVN. Yes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, look, I really hope that he sticks with Rodgers and Saka and Rashford behind Kane. Zuta's talking about my nice glutes. Thank you. How do you think England will do at the World Cup, says Dante? I think we'll win it. And I have said that to you for a long time. I do think England will win the World Cup. And a lot of people keep laughing at me, but I said Arsenal would win the league. And that looks very obvious now. But trust me, when I said it, it wasn't obvious. Liverpool were the title holders. They just had an amazing summer. Arsenal were not many people's pick, but they were mine. And England are my pick to win the World Cup. I've been saying it for a long time. It's difficult to win a World Cup because you're probably going to have to win a penalty shootout at some point. And I do agree, if we lose Harry Kane, it won't happen. But Ireland have got 20 minutes to hold on here. This is the big game at the moment. Ireland, Czech Republic. They're 2-1 up in Czech Republic. And if they win this game, they play Denmark. But I don't know, do they play Denmark in Ireland or do they play Denmark in Denmark? Someone in the chat will know that. Somebody Irish will know that. Wales will play Italy as things stand. They're 1-0 up against Bosnia and Italy are 1-0 against Northern Ireland, but it will be played in Wales. And apparently Jam says it gets played in Ireland. Denmark, Ireland would be played in Ireland. I mean, can you imagine the atmosphere? Win that and you go into the World Cup at the Aviva. In Dublin. I've just realised my best man is Irish. Well, I knew he was Irish, I'm just saying. He loves football, so it must be on there. Sweden have got a penalty. They're already 2-0 up. They'll be fine. Aren't they overlapping Dublin tonight? I'm sure I saw some post about that. Maybe it's tomorrow. No, it was last night. Well, last night. It's a tense half. It's at the Patriot Stadium. 35,000 Irish travelled for the game, says Manu. I don't bet they bloody didn't. What channel is the game, Sweden game on? I don't know. FPS says, he's a Newcastle fan. He says, I really hope Tonali stays with us, but fair play if you get him. But as Isaac proved when he moved to Newcastle, the grass isn't always greener. Thank you very much, FPS. Nix. It's getting into the last knockings of these ties. We've only got about 15-20 minutes left. Sweden have scored their penalty. I suspect that's a Gyökeres hat-trick. And it is. Hat-trick for Gyökeres. Turkey knocked Romania out earlier. Italy 1-0 up still. Northern Ireland, they're going to need something special. Denmark are going through. 3-0 up against North Macedonia. Poland, Albania 1-1. Lewandowski scored to equalise that. Kosovo are now 4-2 up against Slovakia. And Wales, as we know, 1-0 up against Bosnia, and Sweden 3-0 up against Ukraine. Most of the game is in Ireland's half now. Yeah. Although they're on the attack here. And I think he's won a free kick, has he? No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Left his foot on there. It is a free kick to Ireland. Mbappe scored for France, Dan. Who would you like to get to the World Cup? I'd love Ireland to get to the World Cup because I lived there for 3 years, and also I loved it when they were in the World Cup in '94, so it would be great for Ireland to go back to the World Cup. Because they went in USA '94. Obviously, they'd have huge support there as well. So it'd be great to see them there. Even though I don't think they're that good. I mean, I'm not slagging them off. I mean, they're not as good as they were in '94. In '94, they had players like Roy Keane, Paul McGrath. So, but it was great to see them. Scotland are already there, yeah. Dennis Irwin, of course. Yeah, Scotland are already there. I mean, Wales have got a chance. Wales, Italy, next week. In Wales, who knows? Another goal for Denmark. Have you watched Saipan? Says Mike. I want to watch Saipan. I do want to watch that. I might watch it. I might start watching it tonight. (4-0) to Denmark. I mean, Ireland Denmark will be a tough game. Wales Italy will be a tough game, but it's a one-stop shop. Bosnia just missed an open goal, says Dev. I'm totally focused on Ireland Czech Republic at the moment. I won't lie. That Denmark winger is very good. Is he the one who plays for Benfica? Or is he Norwegian? I think he might be Norwegian, actually. Norgard. Look, Arsenal players having a good night. What winger are you talking about at Denmark? Does this go to extra time or straight to penalties? I think they all go to extra time. Lex, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask on multiple things here at the moment. "13 minutes to go. Czech Republic against Ireland." I'm just checking in on Brazil here. Red card France. I'll be honest, I didn't have it on. I will in a minute. Has he been sent off? Oh, I'm not sure it's a red. It probably was. I mean, it's a little bit of debate. Was he off? He's offside, isn't he? He's got a red. He has had a red. I thought he was offside. I'll have to have a look at this again. I can't understand why he's not offside. Or maybe it's the angle I'm looking at. Oh, here we are. What's new boss all about? I've got no idea what people are talking about. So if you want to tell me, let me know. No, okay. I can't keep looking at that. So France are down to 10 men, but are winning 1-0. Lacroix is going to come on here. Oh, it says new boss on the screen. I was like, what? What's new boss all about? Now that makes sense. I was like, what are they talking about? I know I talk shit, but I don't remember saying new boss. Thank you, everybody. I've just realised. New boss. There we go. There we go. Well, Wales are doing a good rearguard action at the moment. Ireland are doing a good rearguard action at the moment. And France are going to have to do a good rearguard action as well. It's looking like Northern Ireland are going out. Well, they're definitely going out. They're 2-0 down. Forget about Northern Ireland. They're gone. Moises Keane scores. Tonali with a goal and an assist now. A lovely cross into the box, and Moises Keane has finished it off. So it's looking like it's going to be Italy. Well, not yet. It's looking like it's going to be Italy through. And if Wales hang on, it'll be Wales-Italy on Tuesday night for a place in the World Cup. And if Ireland hang on, it'll be Ireland-Denmark in Dublin for a place in the World Cup. And that's how things are looking. Sweden will play Poland or Albania, looking like Poland. And Turkey looking like they're going to play Kosovo, who are 4-2 up. Poland have come from behind. They're 2-1 up. Zielinski has made it 2-1 there. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Really appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing. Everybody who's got involved. Thanks for super chats. USA 94 is my first memory of football, says United Nick. I've got Ireland, Czech Republic already on, Cormac. I've had it on for basically the whole night. I've got Wales, Bosnia on there. I've got Czech Republic, Ireland here. And I've got France, Brazil there. Seven minutes of normal time left. It's been 2-1 for a long time in this game as well. 3 early goals in the first half. Isaacson to Manchester United, Mark, says Mehdi. Lots of people like... you know, what do I always say to you, though? Don't scout players on internationals or international tournaments, because it's very, very different to reality. I don't think Konate will stay at Liverpool now. Would you recommend a weekend in Cork, says Poi. I've never been. I've never been to Cork. Did live in Ireland for 3 years, never went to Cork. Went to Galway, went to Wexford, went to Waterford. But never went to Cork. Czech Republic on the attack. Konate probably won't be a starter, will he? Because they've got your man Saliba. Who do you think are the starting centre-backs for France? Saliba, Upamecano? I've heard good things about Cork, but I've never been. France 98 was a good World Cup, Brian. My favourite was Italia 90 because it was my first one. So, yeah. Bosnia have scored. 1-1. Wales and Bosnia is 1-1. I didn't realise they had Tabakovic. If you know the Bundesliga, you'll know what I'm talking about. I feel like Bosnia are the team that have got quite a few Bundesliga players. And Czech Republic of it. Oh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare few minutes. Czech Republic have equalised against Ireland. And Bosnia have equalised against Wales. You couldn't write it unless you were writing horror. Oh, what timing. What timing. Bosnia score. And Czech Republic have scored as well. They'll both go to extra time. Both goals from corners as well. Schick. I think it's Schick who scores. Is it Schick? No, it's not. It's not Schick. It's Krejci. That's harsh. You worry for both now. You do. Yeah, the Bosnia lineup. There's a few players in there that ply their trade in the Bundesliga. Kick in the arse, that. So, Czech Republic 2, Ireland 2, Denmark 4, North Macedonia 0, Italy 2, Northern Ireland 0, Poland 2, Albania 1, Slovakia 2, Kosovo 4, Ukraine 0, Sweden 3, and now Wales 1, Bosnia 1. So both Wales and Ireland will be heading towards extra time as things stand at the moment. Exciting, but I think we were getting close to Wales, Italy for a place in the World Cup, and Ireland, Denmark for a place in the World Cup, and now we're not so sure. France have scored again, 10 men. They are down to 10 men, aren't they? It hasn't got a red card on my screen. Premier League. Ekitike. Elise with the assist, but Ekitike with the little dink over the keeper. One bright spark for Liverpool this season. Will they be linking up next season? France are down to 10 men, yeah. Liverpool fans can dream. Elise linking up with Ekitike. I mean, look, the perfect... I mean, look, Mo Salah is one of the greatest players that's played football in the last 10 years. If you're going to replace Mo Salah, surely you try and replace Mo Salah with one of the best players in Europe. And Elise would be that player, but I don't think they're going to get him out of Bayern after 1 year. Elise to Ekitike, both United fans. What is United doing, man? Worst Liverpool could get both, says Danny Drinkwater. Ekitike's coming off now. Well, they've done well to double their lead when they're down to 10 men. 89th minute, Czech Republic and Ireland. Brazil, a lot of people are saying Brazil are going to win the World Cup just because it's Brazil, but I don't think they're all that. I don't think Elise leaves Bayern this summer, and I don't think Kane leaves Bayern this summer. But Brazil don't look particularly special, do they? And France have got so much talent. I mean, they are down to 10 men, aren't they? Because they're still attacking. They are. They are down to 10 men, yeah. Yeah, they'll go to extra time, Ireland and Wales. I mean, I'm not sure I'll stay live for extra time. I'll stay live till the end of the... I'll stay live till the end of the Brazil-France game, but I'm not so sure that I'll stay live for the playoffs, quarterfinals. Ukraine have got a goal back, but it will be too late, I think, because I think they're 3-0 down to Sweden. Yes, they are, and it's going to be VAR'd. So we're going to say bye to Northern Ireland. Italy survive. We're going to say bye to North Macedonia. Denmark are through. That's over. But Wales... Yeah, we are doing England tomorrow night if you want to tune in for that. Elise. It's not 2 legs, no. It's not. They ain't got time to do 2 legs, have they? Because it just takes too long. Trouble is, it is all Bosnia at the moment. Can't believe how much attacking France are doing with 10 men. And when I say attacking, they've got the ball in the Brazil half so much. Do you think Gyökeres getting a hat-trick tonight proves he doesn't work in Arsenal's style of play? I think another cooling break. They don't even need a cooling break. Big fan here, Mark, says Shiv. Thanks for your super chat. I don't think Arsenal have actually yet utilised the skills of Gyökeres. I mean, if you watched him at Sporting, there was a lot of quick breaks, and Arsenal are very slow. Bob the Cat says, Brazil always do this before a tournament. They don't try too hard. Italy have won as well. Bosnia in the ascendancy. Trouble Wales and Ireland have got here is they're not creating many chances. Looks like it's definitely going to extra time in both. Well, Josh says, I've never really rated Rabiot, but he looks top why he receives and moves the ball. Where is Rabiot now? I mean, I know he's playing for France, but where is he in the context of his career? Is he at Monaco? Milan. He's at Milan. Oh, God, I'm tired this week. Ain't no one going to tell me I'm not. The US commentator just said this cooling break is brought to you by Celsius. Sponsored cooling breaks. I feel sick already for the World Cup, says Nick P. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a recurring thing. We've got extra time in both the Welsh and the Irish game. We will be live for at least the first half of that because we're still going to be live for another 20 minutes for the Brazil-France game. Canate was already on a yellow card, Mark. Canate got a yellow card. Canate didn't get sent off. It was Upamecano who got sent off. Canate's still on the pitch. Poland, Sweden and Turkey, Kosovo on Tuesday is the established games at the moment. Tristan says, when's the door giveaway? Coleman. What's that? They're rubbing into Coleman's calves. Yogurt. How did you get on in the Ballers League, says Carl? We won. Back on Monday. We're doing two Baller Leagues in London, so if you've got any availability in the Easter break, get yourself some tickets and get down. Always a good atmosphere in the holidays, but also going to be in Liverpool for 2 weeks in mid-April. If you want me to stay live for extra time and potentially penalties, then get sharing that video. That's all I'm going to say. I was going to say about Russia. I mean, obviously, I know why Russia are not in the Olympics and they're not in the World Cup and stuff, but it's crazy, really, because we had the 2018 World Cup in Russia, didn't we? And a lot of people enjoyed it. And for obvious reasons, they've just disappeared from the sporting map, haven't they? Are you going to do a Bolivia-Suriname watch-along? I am going to watch it because I just think it's going to be one of the best games of football ever. But I'm going to keep that one to myself and just watch it. I have the Ireland game on here. I have the Wales game on there. And I have the Brazil game on there. Would England beat this France team, says Kieran? I think France look incredibly good. And Deschamps is incredibly experienced, isn't he? So, yeah, I think it's daunting. But the big problem with this World Cup is going to be the fact that Zidane will be the next French manager, yeah. I think the big thing that's going to be interesting about this World Cup, or not interesting about this World Cup, is the sheer volume of crap games we're going to get. Like, I was looking at this, funnily enough. Let me read these out. So, there's just not really any good games in the first couple of weeks. I mean, we'll all be watching them because it's the World Cup, but there's not really any jeopardy games. So, look, I mean, Mexico, South Africa, Qatar, Switzerland, Brazil, Morocco. I mean, Brazil, Morocco might be okay, to be fair. United States, Paraguay, Haiti, Scotland, Germany, Curacao, Netherlands, Japan will be good. Ivory Coast, Ecuador might be okay, to be fair, but it's on at midnight. Belgium, Egypt might be okay. Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, Iran, New Zealand, France, Senegal might be okay. Argentina, Algeria, Austria against Jordan. That's not Katie Price, by the way. She'd get battered. England, Croatia is interesting. I think that might be okay. Canada, Qatar. Uzbekistan against Colombia. Ghana against Panama. Mexico, South Korea, but it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Scotland, Morocco would be good. United States, Australia. Brazil, Haiti. Germany, Ivory Coast will be okay. Ecuador, Curacao, not watching that. Tunisia, Japan. Belgium, Iran. Spain, Saudi Arabia. Uruguay, Cape Verde. New Zealand, Egypt. Argentina, Austria will be okay, actually. Norway, Senegal. Jordan, Algeria. But you see what I mean? I've gone through loads of games there, and that's the problem with the World Cup. I'd say 75% of the games are shit, and 25% of them are okay. And that's the problem with the World Cup, is that the first couple of weeks, there's a right load of shit. There's too many teams. They've diluted it for money, and there's just loads of games that are going to be pretty shit. Yeah. Real Madrid or Barcelona? You have to choose one, Mark, says Shivam. I don't really care about Barcelona or Real Madrid, if I'm being completely honest. But if I had to choose between the two to play for one, and obviously I'm too old now, I'd have gone Barcelona. Yeah. If I had to choose between the two, I'd say Barcelona. But I'm not like massively, bothered about it. You got to stay Marxist United forever. I think I'm actually coming down with something. My throat's starting to hurt again, and I feel a bit cold. Yeah, I think I'm coming down with something. Bremer goal for Brazil. Let me just see this back. I missed it. Yeah. It's a bit scrappy, to be fair. It is a little bit scrappy. 13 minutes to go. They might get back into it. Who's winning in the Sweden game, says Rooney? They've won. Sweden are through, 3-1. There's only 2 games left at the moment. It's Czech Republic, Ireland, and it's Wales, Bosnia. And it's 1-1, 2-2. And they're both in extra time. Who will make it through? I mean, I hope one of them gets through, Wales or Ireland. I mean, ideally both, but I hope one of them does. What timing are you on for the Ireland game? Well, I'm through Amazon Prime, so I'm 92 and 30 seconds. That's a good comment there. Very good comment there. Graham says a lot can happen between now and the summer. Let us see what happens. Players could get injured before we start predicting what's going to happen. It's true. It's true. I mean, look, hopefully, fingers crossed, that doesn't happen. But I'd hazard a very good guess that we will see players still picking up injuries and being out of the World Cup. I mean, there must be some players that are out of the World Cup already. It's funny what someone said about Kulusevski. He won't be going to the World Cup. Andrew says Rodgers starting over Bellingham is crazy. Not if it suits your system, mate. You build a system. You don't just pick all your best players. Look at PSG. Got rid of Neymar, Messi and Mbappe and won the Champions League. I'm definitely getting a cough. Oh my God. Cormac says, the boys in green have to get it done after what we did in Budapest. I have to believe. They're not hardly attacking though, mate. That's the problem. Yeah, Kulusevski is not going to the World Cup. I mean, I don't think he's even projected to be back for the start of the season yet. Who do you think's going through? Well, Ireland are in down the right-hand side here. That was a crap ball. And that was crap as well. 2 crap crosses. You can't be doing that. Are the stadiums always going to look like this in America? I can't see who's taking the corners, says Sure. Somebody said it in the first half. There's something about these American... It was the same in the Club World Cup. I don't know whether it's the cameras they use. I mean, they've got technology in America. I can't understand why it doesn't look clear. It's like watching USA 94. It's weird because when I watch the NFL, it's crystal clear. Carlos says Wilson should have scored that chance for Wales. It was a good chance. Isak's not fit, Mr. El Shamari. That's why he's not in the squad. Casemiro did play and didn't play particularly well. Was at fault for the first goal in a way. 8 minutes to go, Brazil-France. 1-2. Isaac says, please, Ireland, make it to the next round. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It looks like they're going to have to do it with penalties. It's an impressive, if not strange, stadium, the Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Casemiro won a header there. That's what he does. That's what he does. Set pieces, he's very good. Remember, Casemiro wasn't in the Brazilian squad anymore, though, was he? It was Ancelotti who brought him back. Czech Republic on the attack. Cross comes in. Ooh, big chance over the bar. Casemiro's just come off for Brazil. Of course, Ancelotti's the manager, isn't he? It was Souček with the chance. Oh, just bear with me a minute. I'm just going to get myself some paracetamol. Try and hit it early. It is a bit cold in the UK. Zidane taking over France is scary. Deschamps is bad, says Andrew. What's this about Rafinha being injured? Are you doing a watch along for the boxing? No. What's been the best goal of the night so far? Says hello. Probably Deschamps. Probably Tonali. Sarah, who entered in Casemiro's place, is the guy from Galatasaray that made that cross you were impressed with. Yes, I know. Yeah, looked all right. Oh, Czech Republic are looking for a penalty here. It's funny how have a watch here. I don't think he's in the box anyway. No, no penalty. Sort of one of them block shots where you can turn your back. A very good comment here as well from Shihab, who says the pitch is slow as fuck. If all the surfaces in the World Cup are going to be like this, it's not going to be a good watch. I suppose that's probably a fair point as well, actually, that no one's spoken about. What are the pitches going to be like for the World Cup? I mean, it's going to be a bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? You know, they're not necessarily football pitches, are they? Well, they're not. Somebody said there was an Ireland penalty there, and I got very excited, and then I saw that Czech Republic are on the attack, so that would be an impossibility. The ones in Mexico should be all right, says Ryan. I think both of these games could go to penalties. We might have a double penalty shootout on here. I think surely we're going to get at least one penalty shootout, and the jeopardy is it's the World Cup. Let me just catch up on some super chats. Who do you think would be the best replacement for Pep at City, Mark? Southgate. Definitely Southgate. Thank you very much for your super chat. Duffert. Mark, have you seen Tommy Fury versus Eddie Hall fight on June the 13th? What are your thoughts? I've not heard anything about this. Are you winding me up? Is he having a laugh? Are you having a laugh? No, it's true. He'll fight the world's strongest man in bizarre boxing match. Well, I'm not surprised. I reckon we'll see Ken Barlow fighting Ian Beale at some point for, you know, Soap's longest serving soap star. Thing is, it's not even about the boxing anymore, is it? It's more about the... What's the gimmick? Well, Ireland haven't really created anything, and Wales and Bosnia just look locked. Like they're cancelling each other out. I mean, there might be a late winner, but it feels like the jeopardy is too big for either team to commit. Elise's off for France. Obviously, that game is not a qualifier. It's just a friendly. The rise of Elise is incredible, isn't it? When you think about... He was a very good player at Palace, but now he's one of the best in the world at Bayern. Is that Agliakouche on for France? Good player as well. He's a little bit like the French Cole Palmer with his build. I can't believe, is Ken Barlow actually still in Coronation Street? Because the guy who plays him is about 90. It's incredible. There's this soap in the UK called Coronation Street, and there's a character called Ken Barlow, and he's 93 in real life. We're just approaching half time here. It's half time in Czech Republic, Ireland, and it's 2-2. And I can confirm on Amazon Prime they've just called them Republic of Ireland as well. And it's half time in Wales, as they are with Bosnia as well. So we could be heading to penalties tonight. Sorry, I've just lost my live chat. Yeah, if Italy don't qualify, it'll be their third World Cup in a row, which is incredible. Just out of 8-hour surgery, things not looking good for me. These shows really help, says R66. Just out of 8-hour surgery, things not looking good for me. These shows really help. Hope you, well, I'm not going to say I hope you're doing well, mate, but you know, in the context, well, I do hope you're doing well, but in the context of, you said things aren't great at the moment. I'm just glad that you are part of this community, and it brings something to for you, pal. So, yeah, thoughts are with you, and get well soon. 8-hour surgery. And I think that's an important message, isn't it? Because there's so many people who watch these shows, whether it's That's Football or United Stand, and it's never just a number, it's a community. So thanks everyone who gets involved. And he just said there again, R66, I'm fighting. Good stuff, pal. Good stuff. Bill Roach comes from up your way in Baseford, says Kenneth. I'm not from bloody Baseford. I'm not claiming that. Who have done that one from Duffet as well? I mean, I think Baseford is Nottingham, isn't it? But I think it's North Nottingham. Let me have a look. Yeah, I've got a friend from school. Yeah, North Nottingham, yeah. Bulwell, Bestwood, Baseford, Arnold, Rice Park. Yeah. Nuttall, Kimberley. Yeah, it's all North Nottingham, that. Hucknall. Calverton. Yeah. No, I'm south. I'm south of the river. West Bridgeford. I'm not even West Bridgeford, really. I'm more... Cropple Bishop. I don't know why I found that funny. Lots of lovely messages for R66. We're back up and running in the Wales-Bosnia game already. And we're back up and running in the Ireland-Czech Republic game already. They don't fuck about. They don't mess about. It's, but we're 15 minutes away from a potential penalty shootout. I'm not really from West Bridgeford. I did live in West Bridgeford for about a year before my mum and dad split up when I was about 6. And Brazil nearly just equalised there. But my gran and granddad lived in West Bridgeford. Ireland are looking fitter than the Czechs, says Dino. Is that in a attractive way or in a sports way? Well, it hasn't gone the way of Northern Ireland. They've gone out to Italy. Probably was expected, to be fair. France and Brazil probably hasn't been as good as I thought it was going to be, but it's the Ireland and Wales games that are delivering the excitement tonight. Both of them could be heading to penalties. And remember, if you lose, you're out. The World Cup dream is over. If you stay in, you go into the final qualifier on Tuesday, where Ireland would play Denmark in Ireland and Wales would play Italy in Wales. That's the prize, but they've got to get through Bosnia and Czech Republic. The price of the New England kit is a disgrace, Luke. I was looking at getting one for Seb, and the scary thing is you can't even buy the bloody socks. You can't even get the socks for kids. I don't know whether anyone's got kids, but have you ever noticed that? You know, when you try and buy them a kit, getting the socks is the hardest part. It's over for Brazil-France 2-1. England have already qualified, yes, Graham. It's cool seeing you're relatively close where you got brought up. I was raised in Loughborough, not there anymore, but cool part of the country, says Symbiotic. There we go. Who scored the goals in the Brazil game? Bremer for Brazil, Mbappe and Ekitike for France. I will stay for penalties. God, Andrew, if I'm staying for the bloody end of... just keep sharing the video. I said that and I'll stay. But I said I was going to stay for the this anyway. Well, lots of people said, would you stay on? And I feel like we've probably got Welsh and Irish fans in our community, and... you know, no one gets left behind in this community. So, yeah. We're not going to leave you on your own. I just think, imagine if this was England and we needed to win to stay in the World Cup mix. If you could choose the nationality you can be instead of English, which nationality would you choose, says James? Jordan, who's on the United Stand, has just said, come on, stay here for the Welsh. Well, I definitely will now. I don't know. Japanese. Because I've always wanted to go to Japan. No, I'm joking. I do want to go to Japan, but I don't know. I've never really thought about what other nationality I'd like to be. Kicking off a little bit in the Welsh, on the Welsh touchline. I think it's the Bosnian touchline, to be fair. It's Žeko. Cormac says, as a Villa and Ireland fan, I never get to truly celebrate anymore. This feels like a final in my mind. Oh, it'll be massive as well. I mean, I can imagine, as I said, I lived in Ireland for 3 years. I can imagine the pubs in Dublin tonight, Thursday night, they'll be rammed, and it's a huge game for them. Did Casemiro get injured? He only played 38 minutes. He played more than that. He only got subbed off about 10 minutes from the end. Ireland got a bit of a break on here. It's got to go wide right. They've got plenty of players back now. It's still going on between Wales and Bosnia. We could end up in a situation where we've got 2 penalty shootouts going on, but they are a little bit behind in the Welsh game, so we might actually be in a situation where we've sort of got a double penalty shootout going on. James says, Japan's amazing. I've been twice. I definitely recommend it. Yeah, I really want to go. But I think if you go Japan, you've got to go like Thailand, Australia, and do them all, haven't you? A lot of players going down now. I don't think that was a foul. Thanks everybody who's tuning in. Make sure you share the video. We've got nearly 6,000 watching for World Cup qualifiers, which is great. England tomorrow. I've got Czech Republic, Ireland on, and I've got Wales, Bosnia on there. So both games have got about 7 or 8 minutes to go, and then it'll be a penalty shootout. Do you want Ireland and Wales to win? Yes. I mean, look, I've never been like that, and I mean, look, there's probably some English people who are like that, but I've never been like that, and I think there's a lot of English people who aren't like that. I mean, I liked it when Scotland were in the 98 World Cup, and I liked it when Ireland were in the 94 World Cup, and I liked it when Wales did well in the Euros. Obviously, I think there's a lot of Scottish, Irish, Welsh that hate the English, but no, I'd love to see Wales. I mean, it's a massive World Cup anyway, but I'd like to. I think I'm more relatable to see Ireland because I lived there for 3 years. I think I've mentioned that a few times, but it's more relatable to see the Welsh and the Scottish and the Irish in the World Cup than it is to not see them in it. Obviously, I want to beat them if we play them, but, you know, the chances of that. Where to watch the Ireland game, says JD. I'm paying £2.50 on Amazon Prime. I couldn't find it anywhere. Every other game I could find in the UK, but I couldn't find this. I had to pay £2.50 Amazon Prime, so it's £2.50 today. I almost said, I actually paid them a fiver. I said £2.50 in 2026. £2.50. You can't buy anything for £2.50. It'll be on RTE if you live in Ireland, yeah. RTE. Oh God, this Wales game could go on till midnight. There's so many people going down injured. Looks like if it goes to penalties, penalty shootout and out of the World Cup chances as well. Kelleher's a good goalie though, isn't he? Ireland was in the 94 World Cup, the 2002 World Cup, and I think that was the last one. Oh dear, there's an Irish player down here. They've moved the camera away, it doesn't look good. I think he got knocked out. Well, they're showing it again and again, so I think he's okay. Yeah, I think he's okay. I think he's okay. Surely after today, it's safer to say Italy won't miss out on the World Cup again. Italy would play Wales or Bosnia. I mean, they are the away team, aren't they? It's interesting with this Irish player because the players have been all walking around having a drink. So I don't know that it's. I think he's out of the game, but hopefully it doesn't look like it's anything like majorly serious. Wales and Bosnia are still going on. Yeah, so am I right in saying that the last World Cup for Ireland was 2002? Wales, I get the feeling, went to Russia. I think Wales went to Russia. Yeah, 2002 was the last World Cup for Ireland, says Dylan. So a whole generation haven't seen Ireland playing a World Cup because by my maths, that's 24 years ago. Scotland's last World Cup was 98, says United Nick. And Wales was Qatar, not Russia. Sorry. So yeah, this lad's having to come off. He's going to be on a stretcher. So we thought we might see penalties in the Ireland game first, but there's been a significant delay here. So we might see them first in the Welsh game. Why? I mentioned Thailand once, and people are on about ladyboys and stuff like that. So what you're telling me, you can't go to Thailand now? Maybe I want to go to Thailand because I loved the film The Beach. I loved the book, actually. I actually don't want to go to Thailand. I was just saying if I was going that way. Wow, he is going off on a stretcher. And Zamodix goes off and Vale comes on. Can't say I'm familiar with these names. Good film, The Beach, says Dan. It is a good film, but the book is way better. Absolutely loved reading that. Four minutes added on in the Welsh game and 4 minutes added on in the Irish game. So they're pretty much on track here. Well, if you're Welsh or you're Irish, you're in for a very nervy few minutes, whatever happens, because it's either going to be a late goal or a late, or it's going to be penalties. Wales were looking for a penalty there. I don't think it was. I don't think it's going to get reviewed. Ireland have got a corner. Some big lads in there like O'Brien if they get this right. Here it comes. It's got good trajectory. It's too deep. It's way too deep. It's way too deep. Bullet says, whoever this Kerim Alibevgovic for Bosnia is an absolute beast of a player, and he's only 18. I'll tell you who he is. He plays for Red Bull Salzburg. What a surprise. He's 18. What a surprise. I mean, how many players do RB Salzburg end up with? He actually was at Leverkusen as in his youth career. But RB Salzburg picked him up. They must have some of the best. That RB group must have some of the best scouts in like the world. RJ, thank you very much. Welcome to Members Club. Well, it's the feeder, isn't it? RB Salzburg, RB Leipzig. Calvin says, do you recommend I have my bachelor party in Dublin? I'm from the US and I've been to Dublin before and I loved it, but not sure it would be good for a bachelor party. It'd be bloody expensive. Sky are totally ignoring the World Cup. They do that a lot though, Ian. They don't have any rights, do they? So they sometimes cover it and then sometimes don't. Ireland have got a bit of a breakaway here. Not enough. Not quick enough. He's got to get it out wide. Why haven't you passed? Oh, he's shit, he is. No wonder he was on the bench. Wales missed a sitter to win. I was looking at the wrong thing. Oh, it was close for Wales. It's over in our. It's over. Well, it's not over. We're going to penalties. Penalties. Well, we'll have a couple of minutes now. What are your thoughts? Who's going through? Why Wales and Ireland? Just Wales? Just Ireland? Or neither? Surely we'll get one of them through. And remember, they're not through. They just get to play the next game. Sorry, I'd lost the Ireland game there. I don't know. I hope we get Ireland and Wales through. It'd be horrific if we lose both. Penalties marked for Republic of Ireland, says Eddie Mack. Wales have got the home advantage. That could be helpful on a penalty shootout. I think Kelleher's a good goalkeeper, though. Kelleher for the Irish is a good goalkeeper, so... remember, if Ireland win this, they get a home tie against Denmark in Dublin on Tuesday night. If Wales win this, they get home again in Wales against Italy. So, and if they win those games, they're in the World Cup. So they've got to survive here. They've got to get themselves through. Maestro says Kelleher is a penalty expert. I'm saying Ireland and Wales both go through. I think they're both going to do it. Sod it. Flip the coin. I'm going both. This is why I told you this Thursday night was going to be good. The World Cup starts here. Mr. El Shamari says, I really hope Ireland and Wales go through. Imagine though, I mean, look, I don't really like international football. I like the major tournaments because ultimately, if you are English, you're expected to qualify and you're expected to hit the quarterfinals. But imagine, well, I don't need to, well, I do need to imagine, but like Irish or Welsh now, this is massive, absolutely massive. And entertaining. Nielsen says they won't beat Italy and Denmark. They might not, mate, but they've both got home ties if they get through, and you just never know. You just never know. If you had to choose between Ireland and Wales, who do you choose? Mate, I'll choose Ireland, won't I? I live there. Here we go. The Irish game is slightly ahead. Only slightly ahead of the Welsh game, which will help me because I'm trying to look at two screens here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, by the way, bottom right-hand corner, and please do share the video. Thank you, everybody, for getting involved. Ireland to go first. Number 7. It's got a lot of tattoos and a lot of pressure. Tense says pretty basic, man. Lots of people saying come on Ireland. Lots of people saying come on Welsh. Ireland step up for their first penalty. Big pressure. Big pressure. You've got to get this first one in. Up he comes. It's a lovely penalty. He took it well. And it's 1-0 and it's Parrott. He's reliable. Now Bosnia step up. The timing of these is actually quite good. We're going to the Wales-Bosnia game. Bosnia step up first. Bosnia miss first. It's a miss for Demirovic. So Wales have saved the first penalty. Ireland have scored their first penalty. And Kelleher is about to face his first penalty from Czech Republic. Can he give the Irish a lead here? Up against their captain. Can't remember his name. He's a good player though. And he scores it. Kelleher was close, but it's 1-1. Czech Republic and Ireland. Now Wales are stepping up. Wilson. And he scores. 1-0 to Wales. Bosnia have missed one. Wales have scored their first one. Czech Republic and Ireland, they've both scored their first one. Good start for Wales. Not a bad start for Ireland by any means. Is it Ida for Ireland here? His name begins with an I. I think he's going to score. Tabakovic is stepping up for Bosnia, but it's a good penalty for Ireland. The keeper went the right way, but he's put it in. 2 from 2 for Ireland. 2 from 2 for Ireland. We go back to Wales. Tabakovic for Bosnia. Plays in the Bundesliga. Scores in Wales. They've scored their second penalty. Pressure. Pressure. Ireland game, I'm watching it on Amazon Prime, Adam. But I did have to pay £2.50. Right, I'm losing track here. Czech Republic, second penalty. Wales coming up to take their second penalty. It was working quite well. There was a bit of a delay, but now Wales, if Souček doesn't hurry up with this, I'm going to miss the Welsh one. Souček scores 2-2 in that game. Wales need this to stay 2-1 ahead. And he has scored. He blasted it. 2-1 to Wales after 2 penalties. It's 2-2 between Ireland and Czech Republic in that one. Souček makes it 2-2. Just blasted it down the middle, the Welsh one. Low and hard. Is that Brady? Is that Robbie Brady? Third penalty, Ireland. You don't want to be missing it. You don't want to be missing at any time, but you don't want to miss penalty 3. They're going to be taking these at the same time. Still waiting for the Irish penalty, and Bosnia are about to take their third penalty as well. We're gonna get the third Bosnian penalty first. He's scored. Good penalty. Bosnia score their third, but if Wales score theirs, they're still in front. Ireland stepping up for their third penalty. I don't like his run up. I do not like this run up at all. But it's a great penalty. Sent him the wrong way. Ireland 3 from 3. Robbie Brady. Feels like he's been playing for years. Lovely penalty. Sent the keeper the wrong way. So 3-2 Ireland as Czech Republic step up for their third penalty. Wales stepping up for their third penalty to stay 3-2 ahead. Brennan Johnson. Oh, it's terrible. You'll have to go to England to get that back. It's a terrible penalty. He's missed a whole lot. And it's a save in the Ireland game as well. Oh my God, the twists and turns. Ireland lead 3-2. Keller has scored. Wales are 2-2. Brennan Johnson misses. The twists and turns of this World Cup shootout. We've got Wales, who were 2-1 up, and now 2-2 after 3 penalties. But we've got Ireland, who are 3-2 up after 3 penalties. If Ireland have got to score this next one. If Ireland score this next one, Czech Republic are in big, big trouble. Mate, take your time, hit it well, because if you score this, Ireland are very close to through. And he's terribly missed it. He's terribly missed it. No conviction, no power, terrible height. And Czech Republic can level it up. Absolutely crap penalty. Absolutely crap. What's he doing? That was awful. I think I've missed a penalty in the Welsh game. I have. Bosnia have scored. Wales need this to keep it level going into the last one. And he's missed as well. The fuck are Wales doing? They've missed their last 2. I think they're going out. And Czech Republic have scored as well. It's 3-3 after 4 penalties in the Czech Republic. And I think Wales are out. They've lost 2. They've missed 2 in a row. If Bosnia score this, it's over. Need Ireland to score this as well. I'm keeping my eye on both. Ireland need to score this to keep pressure on Czech Republic. Wales need to save this. It's over. They're out. Bosnia are through. 2 costly penalties in a row from Wales. Bosnia go through. And Ireland have missed as well. They've both been hit by the same curse. They've both missed 2 penalties in a row. Absolutely bad penalties from Ireland. Both of them. Pressure. Wales are gone, and I think we're about to lose Ireland as well. This penalty will put through Czech Republic. And they are through. And that's disappointing. It was looking so good. It was looking so good about 2 penalties ago. I mean, ultimately, it comes down to 2 terrible penalties from Ireland and 2 terrible penalties from Wales. Unlucky. So, Denmark will play Czech Republic and Italy will play Bosnia on Tuesday. And that's how quick and that's how cruel football can be. No World Cup for Ireland or Wales. Mark, can you do the World Cup qualifier game for Jamaica? I wonder how Leon Bailey will do. I think I'm going to rest my throat there, mate. But look, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. We have got England tomorrow night. They're playing Uruguay, so we'll be doing England tomorrow night. So join me on That's Football for that. Disappointing. That's football, I suppose. That's football. And as usual, nothing to celebrate, says Cormac. All I would say is that when they miss, you've got to score. And the penalty was... I know they're under massive pressure. And I respect the pressure. But, you know, don't hit it like that. Take care. Stay safe. I'll speak to you on the next one.